white with the maroon and yellow. Broncos are going from left to right on your radio dial. The Broncos have the tip. Joe Gamble into the front court. Into the lane right away. They're being tied up by Bryce Burgess. Ball game for the Broncos, and Gamble had a wide open. Going to bring the ball up for the Mavericks. Man-to-man pressure defense from the Broncos. Now Derek Lord on the wing, up top to Bryce Burgess. They're looking for Peabody on the wing. He's got Gamble on him. Lord on the drive, and it's knocked out of bounds by Munoz. And Munoz has the defensive assignment on Derek Lord. For once in his career, Munoz is guarding somebody the same size as he is. They're both 6-footers.
That's kind of nice to see.
Burgess gets the inbound, and he's hawked by Koger. Back out top between the circles. Peabody and McCutcheon set to run some offense here. John Bennett on a drive down the lane, and he's going to be fouled by Brandon Williams. First foul of the ball game on the Broncos, and the first one, of course, on Williams.
Now, one of the things we're going to have to do, Omar, is these referees know this game is a big game also, and they're going to call things a little tight at the beginning, and we got to adjust.
The inbound pass comes to Lord. He's between the circles, and they find Bennett. Bennett closely guarded by Williams. Swinging it around the perimeter right now. Now they go deep inside the Peabody, and Gamble's going to get called for a holding penalty as they were lobbing over Gamble to get it to the 6'6" Ethan Peabody.
We're going to have a problem with that. Ethan 6'6", and we don't have an answer unless we front him, so we're going to have to do a better job.
Shane Wyant, if you're wondering, is guarding Cody Bearden at the start of the game. Peabody gets the ball now into Lord. Lord dribbling and drive down the lane, pulls it back out to Bennett between the circles. Bennett looking for help. He finds Peabody. Right wing extended. Peabody falls down. He's going to be called for travel.
We got lucky there. I thought Joseph was on him awful tight, and it should have been another foul on Joe. So Joe's going to have to relax and play a little better defense.
That's a tough assignment for the 6-foot Joe Gamble, who has absolutely no weight on him at all, to guard the 6'6" Ethan Peabody. And now Gamble dribbles into the crowd and no score in this ball game.
We got to get a better offense going, Omar. So far, the ball has been gone twice.
Cesar Munoz has the ball between the circles, working down to Shane Wyant. Wyant fakes back out to Munoz, then a spin move and misses the shot. Rebound to Bearden, and here come the Mavericks. Derek Lord has the ball into the front court, gets the screen from Burgess, and now has Johnny Bennett. Bennett, 25 feet from the basket, finds Bearden. Bearden, 30 feet from the basket, no trouble there, and he gets the ball down low to Lord, and Lord's jumper over Munoz is good. 2-0, first bucket of the game. Williams out of the double team. Moves it back, bounces off. Bearden with his second rebound. Here come Mavericks. The Broncos have missed 2 shots early. Ethan Peabody gets 3, and Mavericks have a quick 4-0 lead. 5:50 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like what Coach Bentel's trying to do is drop that ball down to Shane, but he's getting up a little bit too high. They're forcing him too high, and he's got to get down here and bucket.
Good job of pushing away from that bucket. Cesar Munoz down to Brandon Williams. Broncos running a bit of a weave out front. Mavericks are in a 2-3 zone right now. Wyant down low on the left block. Pass intended for Gamble is intercepted. Here comes Johnny Bennett. Bennett layup no good. Koger with the rebound. Here come the Broncos looking to run. Now Koger's going to pull up. Finds Brandon Williams. His three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound to Lord. And Mavericks quickly with it. Bennett missed a wide-open layup attempt, and Mavericks still have a 4-0 lead. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
And we've got Koger over on Burgess. It looks like the Hulk 1 guarding Hulk 2 over there.
Quickly down low to Lord. Lord shot up, no good. They're going to call a foul on Cesar Munoz. That'll be his first, third on the team, and it's going to send Derek Lord to the line for 2 shots. Mavericks doing a great job of screening to get Derek Lord open down low, and he's actually posting up the same time as Munoz.
Well, they're doing some back cuts, and like you said, they're really doing a good job of we're not picking it up on the bottom side.
First free throw is good by Derek Lord. He's got another one coming. Mavericks 5, Broncos nothing. 4:56 to go here in the first quarter. Second one from Lord is up, and it's no good. Gamble with the rebound. He's going to bring it up himself. Into the front court, into the lane, finds Brandon Williams. Out to Boger. Boger into the lane, back out top to Williams. Finds Gamble on the wing. Gamble is going to be called for an offensive foul.
Oh, my.
I'm not... he's tried to spin move and gets called for the foul. That's going to go down as a turnover. And then Gamble's second foul.
Whether I agree or disagree with that. That's how Caesar will go with this.
Caesar's got one. Brandon's got one.
Ah, okay. I got
But Joe does have two, and Timmy Fogarty comes in to replace Joe Gamble. Fogarty, the 6'1" junior, into the lineup. 4:35 to go here in the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. Fogarty now guarding Ethan Peabody, and that's a mismatch, although Fogarty's going to body up on him. They try to lob down low to Peabody, and he steps out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover back to the Broncos. And a nice play by Fogarty to push him out of bounds.
Timmy did a good job of getting in front of him, and then that ball got lobbed in. He just used his body to get him underneath that basket, and they called him for a travel. So we got a break there.
Brandon Williams breaks the double team into the front court. Gets ball time to play back. Fogarty drives baseline, finds Fogarty. Fogarty takes the dribble and blocks the shot to third here with his third rebound. And here come the Mavericks, and they have a 5-0 lead right now.
Well, that's what the crowd wanted. You know, you got Blaine Koger, who used to be a Wainwright boy, and everybody was just waiting for him to do something. And when you shoot an air ball, they're all over him.
Burgess has the ball 25 feet from the basket, finds Peabody on the right wing. Peabody back out to Bearden, and now Johnny Bennett's going to reset between the circles. 3:45 to go here. 5 points, all scored by McCutcheon. They find Lord down low. He gets away from Munoz. Derek Lord has 5 points so far. Mavericks lead by 7 to 0 here. Brandon Williams takes the double team, launches a jumper from the free throw line. No good, and the Mavericks have owned the glass. Burgess with that one. And quickly down court, Derek Lord is going to have the ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be McCutcheon ball.
I think he made a mistake. All right. Because I don't know if they have the rule. College, we took it away. Jump out of bounds and call a timeout. I don't know about high school. But, he jumped up and went out of bounds, and now Coach Peckinpah says, did he get the timeout? And I don't think he got it.
All right. And Coach Peckinpah says he called it from there, and referee saying no, he was out of bounds and just pointed the wrong way. So it is Jeff ball. Here comes Brandon Williams, and every time he comes across the half court, there's traffic. Right now, Fogarty into the lane. His shot no good. Wyatt with the rebound. First offensive rebound for the Broncos. And good. Broncos finally on the board. 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. 7-2. McCutcheon with the lead.
Good job by Shane being underneath there for that rebound.
Not getting pushed out this time. Bennett into the front court. Down the lane. His jumper is good. Got around Brandon Williams. 9-2. Brandon Williams into the front court quickly. He's being guarded by Lord and gets the double. Munoz still drive baseline, fired back out, and it's intercepted by Lord. Here come the Mavericks, 2-on-2. Bennett finds a wide open Ethan Peabody for the alley-oop, and it's an 11-2 lead.
We're going to have to get a timeout, Omar.
And Coach Funnell agrees with it. He's going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Overs. The Mavericks 5 for 7 with only 2 turnovers. That's going to combine to make a long first quarter for the Broncos.
Well, they're doing a good job moving the ball on offense, and we're not doing a good job moving the ball right now. It looks like right now we're getting a better set.
Three-pointer from Blaine Koger on the way. It's good. 11-5 with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. And Broncos come out with some full-court defense. And now Derek Lord's going to lose ball out of bounds. That's the 4th turnover for the Mavericks. And once you get them speeded up, that's not the tempo they want to be playing at. And that's a good sign for the Broncos.
Well, we had a nice offensive set, and then we did what we do best, which is get after people and make them make a turnover. So,
and you can't do that too often when you're not making shots. It doesn't allow you to get into the defense. Munoz finds Koger on the wing, back out front to Brandon Williams. Brandon's going to drive into the lane. His free throw jumper is good. First points for Brandon Williams, and it's 11-7 with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Broncos in full court pressure once again. They've got Peabody bottled up in the backcourt. He's going to bring it across himself, finds Derek Lord. Lord to Bearden back out to Burgess. Bennett now into the lane. They find a wide open Ethan Peabody. Peabody's got 6.3 shots and 13-7 lead for the Mavericks. Brandon Williams going to get fouled on the play by Derek Lord out front. First foul on Lord, second on the Mavericks. Out of bounds for the Broncos. Substitution for the Mavericks. Tanner Martin into the lineup for the Mavericks, along with number 43, Kyle Fleetwood. Fleetwood's a 6'5 junior, and Martin's a 6-foot senior. This is a senior-dominated McCutcheon lineup.
Well, they got Peabody out of the lineup, and that should help us a little bit, but we still are going to have to pick up people on defense.
Brandon Williams with a 17-footer top of the key. It's good, and he's caught fire all of a sudden, and Broncos are within 4. Pass down low by the Mavericks into Fleetwood, knocked out of bounds by Munoz. So 13-9's the score. Mavericks by 4, 1:21 to go here in the first quarter.
Good job by the Bronco defense. Great job by Caesar getting in front of that pass.
Broncos have made all 3 of their shots since that timeout called by Scott Bunnell. Burgess has the ball, hands off to Johnny Bennett. Bennett's going to drive into the lane, gets it stripped by Brandon Williams. Here comes Oakley. Oakley bringing it all the way. His acrobatic shot, no good. Fleetwood with the rebound, and Jordan should have been passing the ball there.
Yeah, he had a guy wide open out front of him. All he had to do is dump it off, and it would be 13-11.
Nice steal by Jordan, but look for the pass there, buddy.
Most players love to drive that ball down the floor when they shouldn't, you know.
Fleetwood has the ball back out front to Bennett. 48 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Second ball calls out of play, and here's Derek Lord on the right wing. Lord going to drive on Munoz, back it back out, finds Johnny Bennett, dangerous pass, corrals it, finds Kyle Fleetwood. Fleetwood looks to drive the baseline, cut off by Oakley, back out front to Lord. 4-point lead for the Mavericks. 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Mavericks just running, looking for a last shot or an open layup. Tanner Martin with the ball. He finds Bryce Burgess, back to Bennett. Bennett looking down low, instead comes out top to Derek Lord. Nice weave by the Mavericks, running off 35 seconds so far on this possession. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Now second ball calls a different play. Lord has the ball. He hands off to Bennett. Bennett's layup no good. Fleetwood with the rebound attempt, no. Gorsley comes down with it, and that's the end of the first quarter. McCutcheon with the lead, 13-9 at the end of one quarter. 9 your score, Mavericks by 4. It's John Bennett in the backcourt, and Mavericks ran off a full minute on that last possession without getting any points out of it. Bennett finds Fleetwood down low. His turnaround jumper over Oakley is good. 15-9's the score now. Mavericks by 6. Brandon Williams into the front court. Gets away from the double team to Timmy Fogarty. Fogarty, Munoz, Koger, Oakley, and Williams on the floor. Munoz, top of the key now, being guarded by Bennett. Finds Oakley in the lane, and he's up and under move is good. Oakley for 2, under Kyle Fleetwood.
Great move by Jordan Oakley.
He has so many up and under moves. He reminds you of Kevin McHale in his prime. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Oakley as he took a block from Johnny Bennett.
I thought he had a campfire set in there. I thought sure that would be a charge, but you never know on those calls.
That's first foul on Oakley, 5th on the Broncos. That's going to send John Bennett to the line for 2 shots. 15-11 to score. 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Bennett at the line for 2. Senior's first one is up and good. Substitutions for the Mavericks. Number 31, Ethan Peabody, back into the lineup. He's going to replace Bryce Burgess. They're also going to have Nick Whitgren come in, but he's going to come in for the shooter if he makes this one.
I would much rather have Bryce Burgess in the ballgame than Ethan Peabody.
Yes. Nick Whitgren now enters the lineup. Whitgren is a 6-foot sophomore that wears number 42, and he's into the lineup replacing John Bennett. So the Maverick lineup is Lord, Whitgren, Tanner Martin, Ethan Peabody, and Kyle Fleetwood. Broncos break the pressure from the Mavericks. Good idea to put the pressure from the Mavericks, something I'm sure the Broncos weren't expecting. Another jumper, 17-footer on the way from Brandon Williams. That's no good. We're going to have a rebounding foul called on Jordan Oakley.
Well, Jordan's got to be a little smarter than that. That was a rebound we weren't going to get anyway, and now all of a sudden he's got 2, and in comes Shane Wyant.
So Oakley sits down with 2, and there's going to be a timeout called here by the Broncos. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 7:05 to go in this first half, and the Broncos trailed all along. They've committed many more fouls than their opponents.
Well, and I've had talk after talk with Joe telling him he has to adjust to what the referees are calling early.
Ethan Peabody all up against pressure from Timmy Fogarty. Finds Whitgren. Whitgren down low to Fleetwood. Fleetwood being guarded by Wyatt. A three-pointer on the way from Derek Lord, and that's good. Lord with 8 points, and the Mavericks lead by 9, 20-11. Fogarty brings ball up court, breaks the pressure from Derek Lord. Mavericks fall into a 2-3 zone right now. Brandon Williams being guarded by Whitgren. Actually a 1-2-2 right now. We're going to call 3 seconds on Shane Wyatt.
Wow. I don't think I've seen 3 seconds called since 1961, but they got one.
5th turnover for the Broncos. Joe Gamble sets his check back in with his 2 fouls. Lord directing traffic in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline to Peabody. Peabody to Fleetwood. Fleetwood brings it across to Whitgren. Whitgren just traveled, no call. He dragged that pivot foot big time as he lost his balance. Instead, they get it out front to Tanner Martin. Martin to Peabody, and down low, Lord has it stolen away by Cesar Munoz, and here come the Broncos. Brandon Williams quickly into the front court, stops at free throw line, looked at a jumper, decided against it, brings it back out. And now Fogarty has the ball between the circles.
Shane Wyatt's got to move in that post area. He's basically standing still. He's got to get over to ball side to help everybody out.
Nice spin move by Koger. His shot no good. Rebound to Shane Wyatt. There's going to be a rebounding foul against the Mavericks as Wyatt had great position that time. You're going to call the foul on Nick Whitgren. That's his first, team's 3rd. Substitutions for the Mavericks. John Bennett and Cody Bearden return to the lineup. Derek Lord's going to take a seat along with Kyle Fleetwood. Joe Gamble is going to replace Timmy Fogarty for the Broncos. 5:46 to go here in the first half. Cesar Munoz comes off a curl, fires an 18-footer. That's no good. And Ethan Peabody with the rebound this time. And here come the Mavericks with a 9-point lead. Whitgren finds John Bennett. Bennett down low to Peabody. Peabody over Gamble. This shot no good. Cody Bearden goes over the back, but loses the rebound. Brandon Williams comes out of there with it. Down the court, they come. Cesar Munoz taps the key three-pointer off the front of the rim, and John Bennett with the rebound. Here come the Mavericks, and it's been one and done for the Broncos consistently without running any offense at all.
We're just taking long 18-foot shots, and there's nobody on there to rebound against those 6'6" guys.
Three-pointer on the way by Ethan Peabody. That's good. The ball gets away, so they stop it, and here comes Derek Lord back into the ballgame. 5:01 to go here in this first half, and the Mavericks lead by 12, 23-11.
Well, they're shooting well. They're playing good defense. That 1-3-1 zone that they're playing down there has really got us baffled right now.
Joe Gamble into the front court, down the lane, feeds Shane Wyatt, but that one's too hard, and they're going to call a over-the-back foul on Ethan Peabody. It's going to be his first, 4th on the Mavericks. It's going to be Bronco ball out of bounds under the basket. Joe Gamble inbound.
We did a good job of penetrating that time, Omar. Then we just got the foul instead of the basket.
Gamble up front to Brandon Williams. Brandon standing 25 feet from the basket. Now he finds Munoz. Munoz drives baseline, curl up and under, and his basket is good. First basket for the Broncos in about 3 minutes. 23-13. Mavericks lead by 10 now. Bennett into the front court. Has ball knocked away by Brandon Williams. Tracked down by Tanner Martin. Martin to Lord. Back out front to Bennett. Bennett going to drive and going to have a foul called on Brandon Williams. That's his second. Going to send John Bennett to the line for a 1 in the bonus.
You know, Brandon does a great job of playing defense, but then what he'll do is he'll stick that one hand out there, and that referee always sees that one hand, and quite frankly, it really doesn't affect that much, but in high school, they're going to call that.
Bennett's first free throw up and good, 24-13, as they gave the point to the wrong team on the scoreboard. And second one on the way for Bennett is good. He's now got 5 in the game, 25-13, 12-point lead. Koger in the corner, and he gets fouled by Cody Bearden. That's going to be the second on Bearden, 5th on the Mavericks.
I think Bearden is their guy that they put in to play real hard, tough defense, and
he and Burgess, they both are that way. Kyle Fleetwood's going to replace Bearden in the lineup. And it's a 12-point lead for the Mavericks. 4:20 to go here. Blaine Koger up and under move under the basket. That's a good. He's got 5, and it pulls Broncos within 10, 25-15. Broncos back off this time. John Bennett walks it up into the front court. Tanner Martin guarded by Koger. Back out front to Bennett, holding it at the mid-court circle. Finds Ethan Peabody. Peabody back to Bennett. Bennett and Peabody just playing catch out front here. Peabody looking to drive on Gamble. He falls down. Cesar Munoz comes up with it. Munoz coast to coast, and he's going to be fouled by Kyle Fleetwood.
Great job by the Broncos that time. I think the one thing Coach Beckbaugh doesn't want is for Ethan Peabody to have that out in the old midcourt area, and when he does, he's not very effective.
They're going to call that foul on Derek Lord. That's Lord's second. 6th on the Mavericks. Cesar Munoz at the line for 2. Left-handed senior's first shot is up and good. Into the lineup for the Mavericks. Bryce Burgess replaced Kyle Fleetwood, and Nick Wickren's going to replace Derek Lord. So the leading scorer for the Mavericks is going to sit the last 3:50 of this first half with 2 fouls. Second one by Munoz is up and good. He's got 4 in the game now, and Broncos are within 8, 25-17. John Bennett brings the ball up against pressure from Brandon Williams. Finds Nick Whitgren. Whitgren being guarded by Munoz. Back to Bennett. Bennett looking for help. He's going to drive into the lane, be cut off there by Gamble. Back out top to Burgess, and Burgess is going to reset. John Bennett going to drive into the lane, spin move, and they're going to call Wyant for a foul. And the only reason they call Wyant for the foul is because he brought his hand down. If he keeps his hand straight up, there's no foul call there.
Yeah, he really had no effect on that, and I think Johnny Bennett even traveled before that, but they get the foul call, and they're at the line again.
25-17, Mavericks lead by 8. 3:22 to go here in the first half. Free throw up and good by Bennett. He's made a living at the free throw line here in this second quarter. That's his fifth free throw. He's made 4 of them. Next one coming, and he's made that one too, so he's got 7 points in this game. Brandon Williams into the front court. He's going to be fouled by Nick Whitgren. Second foul on Whitgren, and that's going to send Brandon Williams to the line for 1 in the bonus.
Yeah, I don't think Whitgren has the speed to stay with Brandon Williams. That's a good move by Brandon, just putting his body in there, and we're finally at the we're finally at 1-1 with 3:20 to go, and that's a good thing for us.
10-point lead for the Mavericks. 3:20 to go here in this first half. First free throw, no good by Williams. Burgess had it. He fell out of bounds as his feet got tangled with Gamble, and they're going to give the ball to the Broncos. There wasn't a foul there. There was just 2 kids going for it, and their feet got tangled. There was no pushing.
What did they say in the Colts game last week? Their feet got tangled. There is no foul.
Yeah. So Gamble going to trigger the inbound on the far side. Gets it inbounds to Brandon Williams. Williams directing traffic. Finds Gamble, top of the key. Gamble's going to drive down the lane, hands off to Koger. Koger's three-pointer on the way. Rattles it, and they're going to call the 2 as his feet were on the line, so 2-pointer. And Koger's got 7 now.
Great shot by Blaine Koger. That's what he does best, coming off that pick and just getting up there, elevating and shooting it.
Normally he comes off and doesn't take a dribble. This time he did take a dribble, was still able to hit it. 8-point lead for the Mavericks. 3-pointer on the way for Tanner Martin, and that's the second 3-pointer by Tanner Martin. Gamble answers with 3 at the other end. No good. Ethan Peabody with the rebound. And here come the Mavericks with an 11-point lead. And they're actually walking the ball up. In fact, they were stopped still in the backcourt as Coach Peckinpah called out of play. Bennett looking for Tanner Martin. His 3-pointer on the way. No good. Gamble with the rebound. Here come the Broncos. Quickly into the front court. Gamble cut off by Burgess. Going to take a shot anyway. Munoz with the rebound. No. His own rebound. Going to throw it up again, and he's going to get hammered this time.
Well, I think what they're trying to do, Omar, is every time we get down that lane, they're playing so many players, they're just going after us. Well, they gave
second
that
foul on Peabody. First free throw attempt by Munoz, no good. Fogarty into the lineup for the Broncos to replace Gamble. For the Mavericks, Travis Fleming and Kyle Fleetwood into the lineup. Fleming's first appearance, he's a 5'9" junior. So Munoz at the line, Broncos trail by 11. He hits the second. 5 in the ball game now. 30-20 with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Bennett brings the ball up. He's being guarded by Koger. Fleming has Williams on him. Double teamed by the Broncos. Now Bryce Burgess going to shoot a three. That's well off. Williams with the rebound. Quickly up court. Finds Koger at the three-point line. He's going to dribble up. Find Munoz for three up front. No. Rebound by Brandon Williams. And we got a foul called. And it's going to be a foul against the Mavericks.
You know, that's interesting. You got Burgess in there with Shane Wyatt, and it's just a battle of the big boys. I think Bob Anderson just picked one here. And what he's showing him is he said he grabbed his arm. And I'll tell you what, the kids love to do that. They grab their arm and pull him down. I didn't see it, but that's what Bob called.
Shane Wyatt at the line for one in the bonus. First foul on Burgess, 9th on the Mavericks. Sophomore's first free throw attempt is good. He'll have the second one here. 30-21 right now. A minute 40 to go here in the first half. And the Broncos have to keep this under double digits at the half.
Yeah, we got it down to 9. Let's hopefully get it to 8 here, and let's play some defense.
4 points in the ballgame for Wyatt as he hits both. 8-point lead for the Mavericks. John Bennett sends everybody else away as he's being guarded by Koger. Koger in that defensive back pedal. They find Travis Fleming. His wide open three is no good. We got a foul called underneath, and it's going to go against Shane Wyatt.
That's too bad because we're doing a good job. Timmy's staying off of Burgess, and they're letting Burgess have a shot. And Fleming hasn't played a lot this year, and they let him have a shot. And the last two have been air balls. So hopefully to get a foul underneath really hurt us on that one because now we put him at the line, but it would have been our ball.
That quite frankly was a makeup call as Beckenbaugh made his point very vociferously that he didn't think that last foul against Burgess should have been. So Ethan Peabody at the line for one in the bonus. His first one up and good. He's got 7 in the ballgame now. Another free throw coming for Peabody. 9-point lead for the Mavericks. A minute 30 to go here. Wyatt sits down with his 2 fouls, replaced by Jordan Oakley. They're going to put, that's Fleetwood at the line for the 2 shots. I thought that was Peabody, but that was Fleetwood who made both shots. He's got 4.
Stature. Small margin, easy to say.
Minute 20. Brandon Williams drives lane, cut off the free throw line. Comes to a wide open 3, no good. Fleetwood with the rebound. Here come the Mavericks.
Well, you know doggone well, Coach Beckenbaugh with a 10-point lead with high school basketball. He's just going to try and hold on to the ball.
Fleming back out front to Bennett. Broncos are running the second man at him right now. Burgess throws the ball away. He had a wide open Fleetwood, or he could have taken a 10-footer. Decided to throw the ball away instead. And here come the Broncos with a chance to cut this lead under 10 with 55 seconds to go here in the first half.
Great job by the defense that time. Now we just have to keep our composure and get a good shot.
Brandon Williams finds Cesar Munoz. Back out to Williams. Munoz finds Koger, wide open 3. He gets fouled on it. That's going to send Koger to the line for 3 shots.
Caesar looked there just a little bit before that. Lane was open, and on the second time around, he got him the ball.
First foul on Fleming, 10th on the team for the Mavericks. And Koger to the line for 3 shots. 3 shots, as it was a 3-pointer.
I'm going to say we don't have a monitor. It's not college, so guess what? They call it 3. It's got to be 3. That's a big foul in our favor.
Yes, it is. Blaine Koger at the line for 3. 40 seconds to go. His first shot was up and good. 2 more coming. This is the second one. Substitutions for the Mavericks. Tanner Martin and Derek Lord back in. Derek Lord with 2 fouls. And Tanner Martin, who's hit 2 3-pointers. 1 more free throw coming for Blaine Koger. He's got 8 points in this ball game right now.
Takes a lot of concentration from Blaine. That student body is all over him.
He hits it. He's got 9, and the Broncos are within 8, 32-24. 38 seconds to go here in this first quarter, and look for Mavericks try and run this down for the final shot. They find Bryce Burgess in the corner. He gets it back out front to John Bennett. Broncos are running 2 at him, making him give it up. And now there's going to be a foul called on Timmy Fogarty.
Yeah, that's too bad because we were putting pressure defense all over him, and we basically bailed out with that foul call.
That sends John Bennett to the line. He's 5 of 6 this quarter. He's got 2 shots as there's a 10th foul against the Broncos.
Yeah, Johnny's living at that foul line, and he's getting a lot of points.
He's got 7 in the ball game, 5 of them at the line. He makes that one. He's got 1 more coming. Nick Wickren back into the lineup to replace Derek Lord as they protect him with his 2 fouls. 9-point lead, 25 seconds to go here in this first half for the Mavericks. 33-24. Second one on the way from Bennett, and that one rattles out. No. Oakley with the rebound. Here come the Broncos. They're going to settle for the last shot here. Make sure they go in with it. At the most, a 9-point deficit.
Yeah, I hope we see a really good look here by Coger for somebody and get a nice 3-pointer in, or just take it down to the basket.
Coger's 3-pointer from the corner is good. 33-27, 2-1. There's the buzzer. His shot no good by Bennett. And that's the end of the first half. And the score, 33-27. Broncos are going from right to left to start quarter number 3. Mavericks from left to right. Brandon Williams has the ball. Looking for a curl from Coger, and he gets the ball. Curl, and Peabody got just a piece of that. The rebound came down to Burgess, but Gamble poked it out of bounds, and it's going to be Maverick ball. It was a great shot by Coger, but the 6'6" Peabody was chasing it. He got just a fingertip on it.
Just a little bit, but I'll tell you what, I like the set. I like what they did.
Absolutely. So here come the Mavericks. John Bennett into the front court. And Brandon Williams pokes that ball away from Burgess, but Bennett runs it down. And the Broncos are back to their jump and chase defense that they employed effectively at the end of the second quarter there. Bennett going to drive the lane, be cut off by Brandon Williams. He looks for help. Cody Bearden just took 4 steps, no call. Bryce Burgess with the ball finds Bennett. His 3-pointer, no good. Coger with the rebound. Here come the Broncos looking to run, but Mavericks get back on defense. Cesar Munoz, wide open 3 from the left corner, no good. Shane Wyant with the rebound, another offensive rebound for the Broncos. And he's going to try to pass to Gamble, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds by Peabody.
That's what we want out of Shane, though. He was right there to get that rebound, and that's what we need when these guys start launching them up.
Broncos have 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Munoz comes off the curl and gets the ball back out front to Williams. Gamble going to drive baseline, up and under, no call, and it's going to be out of bounds and Bronco ball. And not sure how that mugging got away without the police stepping out for that one.
I can say that was mass murder, I think.
Gamble inbounds the ball for the third attempt at this possession by the Broncos. Inbounds to Wyant. Wyant, 15-footer, good. He's got 6, and Broncos are within 4, 33-29, closest we've been since end of the first quarter at 13-9.
Great shot by Shane Wyant. He's got a nice stroke when he shoots it out there.
And, of course, they were playing off of him. Cesar Munoz comes up with the steal. He's going coast to coast, and he lays it in. Great steal by Munoz as he just stepped in front of the lazy pass from Cody Bearden. And the Broncos are within 2, closest we've been since 2-0 was the score.
He's got a ball game.
John Bennett into the front court. Here come the Broncos with that double team. Gets it off to Bryce Burgess. Back out to Bennett. Bennett in the corner to Lord. Lord back out top to Bennett. He's being cut off by Williams. And the 8-foot jumper from Bennett. He hits it. 35-31, 6 minutes to go here. Gamble into the front court, quickly into the lane, wide open Shane Wyant. What an assist from Gamble, and the Broncos are within 2 here, 35-33. Bennett loses the ball. Coger's going to get called for a kick as the ball did hit his foot. Technically, it's a kick, and McCutcheon going to call a timeout here, a full timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the Mavericks. Mavericks ball under their own basket. 5:49 to go here in the third quarter. They find Cody Bearden 30 feet from the basket, and nobody's within 20 feet of him. Hands off to John Bennett. Bennett It's a 2-3 zone out of the Broncos right now, and it's the first time all year I can remember them playing zone. Bryce Burgess has the ball. Gets it off to Derek Lord. Lord to Bennett. Bennett in the corner to Burgess at the three-point line. And Gamble reaches in and steals the ball, but then he stepped on the end line. He stepped on the end line.
I knew Ray Tebby was good, but I didn't know he was that good to see that. That was a good steal.
Into the lineup for the Mavericks, Tanner Martin replaces Bryce Burgess. And inbound quickly to Bearden. His shot no good. Body with the rebound. Here come the Mavericks again. Tanner Martin being guarded by front to Lord. Lord gets it to Bennett, and Brandon Williams is all over Bennett. You find Martin back to Bennett. Bennett looking for somebody. Ethan Peabody. Back down low to John Bennett. Bennett over Williams, no good. And oh my God, ball goes off Cesar Munoz because Cody Bearden just absolutely clobbered him. Cody Bearden killed him. Absolutely killed him. But they got the ball, so play defense, boys. Wow. They get the ball into Ethan Peabody. Peabody hands off to Bennett. Bennett's going to drive down, find it's Bearden, and they're going to bring it back out front to Bennett. Derek Lord looking down low, and Gamble tips it away to Koger. The third turnover for the Mavericks in this quarter. Nice steal by Gamble and Koger that time. Koger down low to Wyatt. Wyatt turns on Bearden, and they're going to call Bearden for the foul on the floor.
Well, they got him on that one when they should have got him down there, so I guess it evens things out.
That's the third foul on Bearden. It's first on the Mavericks this half.
You know, in football, they give kids certain names on defense. Bearden must be the assassin on a basketball team.
Or the butcher. Either one is a linebacking position that just goes and hits people. Gamble triggers the inbound to Brandon Williams. His 17-footer is good. Brandon Williams with 6, and the ball game is tied. 35-ball. 4:36 to go here in the third quarter. First tie of this ball game. Derek Lord has the ball. He finds Tanner Martin. Martin looked at a 3, but he's going to be fouled by Koger. That's first foul on Koger. First on the Broncos.
That's all right. We're playing aggressive defense. And I bet Joe Gamble's doing a tremendous job of fronting Peabody, and I just hope he can keep doing that next foul.
And Gamble's jumping his ability is enough that he can tip that. He can't actually grab the ball, but he can tip the pass to 6'6".
They're trying to lob it. Joe's doing a good job, and Shane's doing a good job on the backside looking for it.
Circles, drives down to the Peabody. Peabody got away. Gamble with the rebound. Here come the Broncos. Actually, Brandon Williams pulled that one down. 4:05 to go. Shane Wyatt in the lane, and the Broncos have the lead. That's Wyatt's 10.6 this quarter. 7:35, Broncos with the lead, down by 4, and there's going to be another foul on Wyatt, and if he would just stand instead of jumping and moving his arm around, there wouldn't be a foul, but that's third foul on Wyatt, second on the Broncos. That sends Derek Lord to the line, and good call, because Wyatt is up there doing stuff, but, you know, if he just plants and hold his hands straight up, it wouldn't be called.
That's his sophomore mistake is what that is. It's just his sophomore mistake. We got Coach Masudi here dancing all over the place, putting his arms up.
Hey,
it's a visual.
Hey, you know, I can't talk without my hands, and I'm on radio, so go figure. Derek Lord makes the first one. He's got 9 points in the ball game now. Broncos lead by 1. Second one from Lord, no good. Wyatt rips down the rebound, and the Broncos lead by 1, 37-36. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Brandon Williams pulls it out between the circles. He's looking for help, finds Munoz on the wing, 25 feet from the basket. Gamble, top of the key, drives down low. Nice dish to Wyatt, and Wyatt's going to get fouled by Kyle Fleetwood. Nope, they're going to call that foul on Ethan Peabody. That's the third foul on Peabody. Second on the Mavericks this half. And that's going to be bad news for the Mavericks. Wyatt at the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, when we get Peabody out of the lineup, all of a sudden the height is about the same. Fleetwood's a little bit taller, but it makes a big difference because the Mavericks just can't keep looking to dump it down to Peabody.
Nick Whitgren back in. He's going to replace Tanner Martin. They leave Peabody out there with 3 fouls.
The last time this happened, Johnny Bennett picked up the slack with a lot of free throws. Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
Wyant makes both. 39-36 to score. Broncos by 3 with 3:40 to go here in the third quarter. And this third quarter has been impressive for the Broncos.
Well, Shane Wyant starts to play, and I think he makes the difference.
Turned a 6-point deficit into a 3-point response. He's guarded by Gamble on a switch now. Now Williams back out. Ethan Peabody's going to try a 3-pointer. It's going to be a 2 as he was on the line. But that's a long shot for Ethan Peabody. He's got 8 points now.
That was a great shot for a 6'6" guy.
Gamble with the ball between the circles. He's going to shake and bake on Whitgren, and he had the ball knocked away by Derek Lord as he was trying to get it back out to Munoz. Bennett with the ball. Now Fleetwood back to Bennett. Fleetwood looked at a 3, but I think he would have had a back if he. Lord up in the lane. His shot up and good, and he's fouled. And the Mavericks have retaken the lead here.
Derek Lord with the basket from McCutcheon.
He's fouled on the play by Brandon Williams. That's Brandon's third on the team, and that's big for the Broncos because we don't have a point guard to replace Brandon Williams if he gets in more serious foul trouble.
No, if he gets in trouble, they're going to have to put Timmy Fogarty probably like they did last week out there in the Avon game, and Timmy doesn't have the quickness that Brandon does.
Lord misses the free throw. Wyant with the rebound. 40-39, Mavericks with the lead. Munoz down the lane, gets fouled on the drive, and we're going to see who that's on. I believe that's on Fleetwood this time. We'll see. Yep, that one's going on Fleetwood. That's his first.
Fleetwood, his first. He's third.
Third on the Mavericks, sends Munoz to the line for 2 shots.
I'd like to see us start pounding the ball down to Shane and get that up against Peabody while he's in there.
All right, Munoz to the line for 2. Lefty senior.
You know, that's interesting. We just had one of the referees take a megaphone from out of the crowd and throw it to our principal. And I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, but at least he didn't throw the kid out.
No. All right. I don't know what he said, but it sure was interesting.
Into the lineup for the Mavericks, Tanner Martin's going to replace Ethan Peabody, so the Mavericks have really gone small here. Munoz missed the first, 40-39 to score, Mavericks by 1. Second free throw from Munoz, and he drains that one. Munoz with 8 points in the ball game, and we're tied at 40-40, 2:35 to go here this third quarter.
Coach Bennell's wanting that double team out top again.
It's done a great thing getting the ball out of the hands of Bennett and Lord. Whitgren takes up the slack. His 10-footer from the baseline is good. Nick Whitgren, the sophomore. And Mavericks have a 2-point lead. Brandon Williams into the lane. It's cut off. Munoz on the drive. His shot up and good. And Munoz has 10 now and 42 all. This is a fun ball game now.
Now we got a gunfight going on. I like it.
In the corner is Whitgren. He drives the lane. His shot up and good. And Whitgren has 4 quick points off this quarter. Broncos going to have to not double away from Nick Whitgren so much as he's willing to take up the slack. Munoz on a spinner in the lane. Bounces high times on the rim before falling in. And Munoz has the last 5 points for the Broncos. We're tied at 44, minute 35 to go here in the third quarter. 44's on the board both ways. Bennett with the ball finds Whitgren. Whitgren with Koger on him now. Derek Lord's long 3-pointer is good, and Lord turns and says something to Cesar Munoz, but that's all right. 47-44. Gamble finds Munoz top of the key. Back to Williams. Williams back to Munoz. Munoz 3-pointer, and that's going to be an air ball.
Yeah, Cesar kind of hurried that a little bit. I'm not the dog like sure that whoever was playing defense didn't get a piece of the ball.
Jordan Oakley in to replace Shane Wyant. Wyant's absolutely gassed after scoring 8 points and 4 rebounds this quarter. Oakley in to replace Wyant. Now Broncos putting on some full court pressure against the Mavericks. John Bennett and Tanner Martin are going to break this. It's across the timeline to Nick Whitgren. Whitgren finds Lord for 3, no. Jordan Oakley with the rebound, and Oakley's going to bring it all the way himself. He's going to do a spin. There's going to be a blocking call on John Bennett, and Peckinpah can't believe it. Cannot believe it, and quite honestly, neither can I, because Oakley was out of control.
Well, Jordan has got to learn to pass that ball, and he's coming down like he's Brandon Williams, and he did a spin move that I'm not even sure I've seen that on my skating rink, and I think for the most part ran him over.
Oakley's first attempt at a free throw is no good. Timmy Fogarty's going to replace Brandon Williams. He's going to get 51 seconds of rest here, probably. Last 51 seconds of the third quarter. Second free throw on the way from Oakley is good. He's got 3 in the ball game. 47-45. 2-point lead for the Mavericks. John Bennett going to have the ball stripped by Munoz, but they're going to call Munoz for a foul. That's second on Munoz, fourth on the team.
Doesn't really hurt anything. It's only 4 fouls, but we need to keep that down to 4 and 5, 6, so they don't get in that 1-on-1.
And don't foul Bennett. Whatever you do, don't foul Bennett.
No, I think he's like 9 or somewhere around in that vicinity.
Cody Bearden going to replace Kyle Fleetwood for the Mavericks. Bearden comes back in with 3 fouls, but Fleetwood, he's like Shane Wine. Those two big guys are just gassed after banging on each other forever. Here's pass by the Mavericks. Goes off Tanner Martin's hand. Oakley recovers. Munoz in the lane. His shot no good. Gamble with the rebound, but he landed on the end line. It's going to go back to the Mavericks. 39 seconds here. Great job by the Broncos, but they just gave it right back. Martin inbounds to Bearden. Bearden looking for help, finds John Bennett. Bennett across the timeline into the front court. Now he's going to be fouled. They're going to call that one. I think it's going to be either Coker or Joe Gamble. They're going to call that one on Gamble. That's his third. Fifth on the team. And Joe's so quick, he can play defense without reaching, but he reaches an awful lot.
Yeah. And this next 32 seconds, I hope he doesn't pick up another foul.
Bennett into the front court. He's being guarded by Timmy Fogarty now. Bennett drives the lane, cut off by Oakley. Pass intended for Bearden is tipped, but Martin runs it down. Back to Bennett. Between the circles, 15 seconds. They find Whitgren, back to Bennett. Bennett's at the midcourt line. Pushes off on, now they're going to call it a push off on John Bennett. That's a turnover.
That was a great call because he extended that arm, and Timmy did a great job of playing defense and staying in front of him on that one, Omar. And Coach Beckenbauer is not happy. It happened right in front of him.
Casey Smith's going to enter the lineup for the Broncos. He's going to replace Timmy Fogarty as they're looking for a little three-point firepower here. 8.9 seconds to go in this third quarter. Joe Gamble brings the ball into the front court. Gamble, Coger, Munoz, and Casey Smith all capable of hitting a three. Munoz's shot, no, it was blocked. It was a 2, and he had Casey Smith wide open in the corner and missed it. So at the end,
would have been able to shoot up a real good 3, and instead we didn't get a very good look, and just got to pick it up this quarter and keep on playing.
Great job defensively by the Broncos that quarter, other than Nick Whitgren, who came off the bench with 4 points in the quarter. Tanner Martin drives down the lane. He's cut off by Oakley. His layup up and good. They're going to call Oakley for goaltending as he knocked the ball back up through the rim, but it was anyway.
I'm going to say it was already in. It didn't matter, but they got to call it.
So Tanner Martin with 8 in the ball game now. The Mavericks lead by 4. 49-45 the score. 7:35 to go here in this ball game. Got the key. He's being guarded by Tanner Martin. Down low to Oakley. Oakley double team. Now he's going to make a move on Peabody, and Peabody's going to be called for a foul, and that's his 4th. 4th foul on Ethan Peabody.
That's a great job by Jordan Oakley. He just kept moving and moving, almost looked like an NBA move, and did a great job of getting 4 on him.
4th on Peabody, 6th on the Mavericks, sends Oakley to the line for 2 shots.
Jordan Oakley at the line.
First shot from Oakley rattles in. He's got 4 in the ball game. Kyle Fleetwood's going to replace Ethan Peabody.
How big is Kyle Fleetwood?
Kyle Fleetwood, I've got it right here for you. They've got Kyle Fleetwood listed at 6'5", but he's not 6'5". Second one by Oakley is good. Oakley with 5 in the ball game, 49-47 the score.
He sure looks like a big boy. He's got a big frame on him.
He does, but when he stands next to the 6'2 Jordan Oakley, or 6'1 Jordan Oakley, there's really not a whole lot of height difference.
Now,
Tanner Tanner Martin with the ball. Hands off to John Bennett. Back up to Derek Lord. Great movement by the Mavericks around the three-point line. Bennett with the ball between the circles. Finds Nick Whitgren. That sophomore is going to be a player to come. They've got a couple of sophomores down here, Whitgren and Peabody. Kind of like the Broncos with Williams and Wyant. Derek Lord looking to feed the post. Instead, he brings it back out. Second-paw hangs his head because he really wanted the post fed that time. Whitgren looks down low for Fleetwood. Koger breaks it up. Fleetwood tracks it down. And John Bennett stands out at midcourt, collects the ball. 6:33 to go here. Mavericks have taken a minute off the clock here on this possession already.
You know, you've heard me say this before, and I'll still stay on my soapbox. I wish we'd get shot clock.
Derek Lord with the shot. He's got 16 in the ball game now. He hit a 10-foot jumper from the baseline. 51-47. Broncos are in the fourth corner, so that's looking Koger or Munoz in the corner, what they're looking for. Williams down low to Oakley, and they're going to call a foul on Kyle Fleetwood, pushing off, and that's going to send Oakley to the line for one in the bonus.
You know, this could be a tremendous advantage for us, Omar, if we can play smart. We're in the bonus, and they're not.
We've got 5 fouls on us. We haven't committed one so far in these 2 minutes, and, you know, as long as we don't do stupid things, we can use our speed to get in good position. We'll be all right.
Yeah, we just have to play good defense, make them take bad shots, hopefully.
Oakley hits the first of a one in the bonus. He's got one more coming. Oakley was 6 in this ball game, 3 from the free throw line here this quarter. And Ethan Peabody set the check back in for the Mavericks. Second one by Oakley is no good. Tanner Martin with the rebound. And John Bennett's going to walk it up. 6 minutes to go here in this ball game. 3-point lead for the Mavericks. Bennett calls out a play, sets his lineup. Tanner Martin, Kyle Fleetwood, Nick Whitgren, and Derek Lord for the Mavericks. Brandon Williams, Joe Gamble, Cesar Munoz, Blaine Koger, and Jordan Oakley for the Broncos. Bennett on the drive, and he's going to be fouled. That's the 6th on the Broncos, so Broncos are in the bonus from here on. That call is on Joe Gamble. That's the 4th on Gamble. 6th on the team, but it sends John Bennett to the line for 2 shots.
You know, that's one of those ones where the dribbler, Johnny Bennett, did a good job doing a spin move and came into Joe, and then Joe's just got to be smart enough not to reach down and grab that arm.
They called it in the act of shooting because he's got 2 shots.
I don't know how in the world that could be in the act of shooting.
That's what Scott Bunnell's asking for an explanation. Into the lineup for the Mavericks, Ethan Peabody and Bryce Burgess are back in. They replace Nick Whitgren and Tanner Martin.
Omar, I'm telling you, there is no way that was in the act of shooting. I wasn't paying attention for a second.
I agree with you, Tim, but Bennett's at the line for his second free throw, and, of course, he hits it. He's got 12 in the game, 8 of them from the line.
I'm running out of room on the free throw line for him.
Joe Gamble into the front court, and he looks to pass to Oakley, but it wasn't hard enough, and Peabody comes away with it. Here come the Mavericks. Here comes John Bennett. Oakley runs at him, and instead Bennett's going to drive down the lane and hit. Bennett was 14, and the Mavericks have pushed it up to a 7-point lead, 55-48. 5 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. Koger on the spin move. He's going to be fouled on the drive. And that one is going on Bryce Burgess. That's his second, team's 8.
His second, the team's 8.
Say what I don't like, Omar, is we're getting away from our half-court set, and all we're doing is spinning and throwing shots up, and we got
it's
lucky
all
there.
one-on-one move.
Yeah, when we went to our half-court set, we were doing a great job, and we're getting away from that. I hope we go back to it.
So Koger at the line for 2 shots. He's got 12 points in the ballgame all in the first half. His first shot rims off short and to the right. 5:08 to go in this ballgame. 55-48 the score.
What our guys have to realize is there is no sense of urgency. There's a ton of time left. Relax. Pick it away one at a time.
Second one by Koger. Rims off as well. Peabody with the rebound. And here comes John Bennett walking the ball up. He's done that all night, but he's good at it. Koger going to run, force the ball out of Bennett's hands. They give it to Derek Lord. Lord being guarded by Munoz. Lord going to drive, and they're going to call a foul on Cesar Munoz there. That's 3rd foul on Munoz, 7th on the Broncos. Sends Derek Lord to the line for a 1 in the bonus.
His 3rd, he's 7th.
Coach Beckenbaugh is really riding Bob Anderson.
Shooting bonus.
Derek Lord for 1 in the bonus. Mavericks lead by 7, 4:52 to go here this ball game. Timmy Fogarty set to check in. First one's good by Lord. He's got 17 in the ball game. Fogarty is going to replace Jordan Oakley. The Broncos go real small here.
Well, they must be looking for a little more defense and a little more speed because Jordan's a really good post player.
Second one on the way from Lord, and he's got 18 in the ball game. Matches his season average. Gamble with the ball, finds Munoz. Munoz back out front to Koger. Wide open three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. Lord with the rebound. There's a good curl from Koger, just didn't hit the shot that time. Here comes John Bennett walking the ball up, 4:35. Koger comes with the double team. Here's Bryce Burgess with the ball, back out to Bennett. Broncos are looking to double team every time, and now Koger with on John Bennett. And there's words exchanged between Bennett and Koger.
Koger in second, 8.
Sends John Bennett back to the line. 1 in the bonus.
Well, we're back to that double team out on top, which is what Coach Bunnell wants, and I like it, but we've got to learn to move our feet and get in front of the people.
So John Bennett at the line hits the first. Like that was in question at all. So he was getting close to automatic at the free throw line, and we've done nothing but put him there all night.
Yeah, Johnny's a good kid. He's a heck of a shortstop in baseball, too.
Second one from Bennett is good. He's got 16 in this ball game, most of them at the free throw line. In fact, 10 of them from the free throw line. Munoz with the ball finds Koger. Koger being guarded by Burgess. Back out front to Brandon Williams. Williams finds Munoz. Munoz drive, has the ball stripped by Burgess. Turnover for the Broncos. Their third this quarter. Broncos are letting this one slip away. They're down by 11, 59-48, 4 minutes to go. Kyle Fleetwood back out front to Bennett. Bennett into the lane, has the ball tipped away by Munoz. Back out front to Bennett. And cross court to Burgess. And this is what Rick Beckenpaugh's teams are excellent at, holding a lead in the fourth quarter. Williams gets a hand on that pass, but just knocks it straight out of bounds. And Beckenpaugh can quote style.
Yeah, without a shot clock, ball, and then all of a sudden they're wanting us to slip up just a little, and they're going to get it down to Peabody. And if he dunks that ball, the lid's going to go off this place.
Derek Lord with the inbound pass, and he's going to be fouled right away. He's going to send Derek Lord to the line for 1 in the bonus. Fouls on Brandon Williams. That's his fourth. 3 players in the game with 4 fouls. Williams, Gamble, and Peabody.
Well, the mistake we're making right now, Omar, is we're making fouls 44 feet away from the basket. And that's putting them at the line with a dead clock. And they're, they've gotten this will be 6 or 8 points with a dead clock. And, with Beckenpaugh's style of coaching, that's really tough to make up.
Mavericks are 7 for 7 from the free throw line this quarter. 60-48 your score now. 3:43 to go in this ball game. Second one from Derek Lord is up and good. 8 for 8 for the Mavericks in the fourth quarter. That is absolutely awesome, and it's what you see out of a senior-dominated team.
Doing a good job, and we're panicking a little bit.
Fogarty with the ball down low to Gamble. Now we're going to get a foul called on Bryce Burgess on the other side, away from the line. That's away from the ball.
That's almost too bad we had that, because we had a nice little dump down to Gamble, and we had a 2-pointer.
So send Blaine Koger to the line for 1 in the bonus. Every foul from here on out is going to be 2 shots, as each team has 9. 13-point lead for the Mavericks, and Koger's missed his 3rd free throw in a row. Peabody with the rebound. 61-48, 3:30 to go here in the ball game. Bennett finds Burgess. Burgess being double teamed. They get it to Fleetwood. Fleetwood just throws it away right into the hands of Brandon Williams. Williams to Munoz, back to Brandon Williams. Koger on a curl. Finds Joe Gamble. Gamble looking for Brandon Williams. Now we got a foul called, and I believe this one's going to go against, let's see. They're going to call that one against Timmy Fogarty. That's his 2nd, team's 10th. It's a player control foul, team control foul. So it's turnover, no shot.
Timmy Fogarty.
They're going to call him for an illegal screen.
The call doesn't seem to fit with the rest of the game, but okay.
That part I'd agree with you. Inbound the ball to Johnny Bennett. They get it to Derek Lord. Lord across the timeline easily. Now they're going to waste some more time. 3 minutes even to go here in this ball game. Mavericks by 13, and this is a part of the ball game that they cannot give up. Burgess with the ball. He's going to drive baseline, and ball kicked out of bounds by Gamble. Mavericks going to reset. 2:52 to go in this ball game, and Mavericks are in control right now.
Yeah, 15:38, and without a shot clock,
the Broncos have only scored 3 points. Bryce with the ball. Back out top to Derek Lord. Broncos are in scramble mode defensively, but Mavericks are just very good at holding on to the ball right now and doing a great job of spreading the floor and finding the open player every time. Fleetwood to John Bennett. Back out front to Derek Lord. Lord cross court to Burgess. Burgess finds Fleetwood. Peabody to Fleetwood to Burgess to Lord. And the folks, I'm not exaggerating. That's how quick it's going. Peabody, wide open layup. He's fouled by Gamble, and Gamble's out of the ball game. Joe Gamble did not score in this ball game.
Well, that hurts us a bunch, too. Joe's an excellent ball player, and when he scores and plays good defense, it really helps our ball club. And Joe played a good game tonight. He just didn't get the ball in the hoop.
So Gamble is fouled out. Ethan Peabody to the free throw line. First game all year, Gamble hasn't scored at all. Held scoreless. And Coach Bummel's going to send Casey Smith in to replace Joe Gamble.
You know, we get in that chase mode, and it's interesting to watch. At some point in time in that, it's almost we'd be better off going back to man-to-man on our own guy because we're leaving so many guys open that they just keep throwing the ball around, and they're good at it.
Ethan Peabody at the line for 2 free throws as we're in the double bonus now. He hits the first. That gives him 9 points in the ball game. And no pun intended, Ethan Peabody has been huge in this ball game for the Mavericks. Derek Lord and John Bennett lead the Mavericks in scoring, but Peabody's 10 points and numerous rebounds have absolutely been huge.
Yeah, he's just a force.
Three-pointer by Brandon Williams is good. Timeout, Broncos. 63-51 to score. 12-point lead for the Mavericks. Full timeout. We're going to take a 60-second timeout with them. You're listening to Bronco Athletics Time. Jeff 92. Welcome back to Wrestler Gymnasium. 2:07 to go in the ball game. Mavericks lead by 12. Ethan Peabody with the ball, and he's going to be fouled by Timmy Fogarty. Fogarty knocked it out of bounds, but that's going to send Peabody to the line for 2 more. And Mavericks are 10 for 10 from the free throw line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the strategy is a good strategy. Either steal it or foul them right away, but with the way they're hitting free throws, who knows?
They haven't missed many tonight.
Maybe you'll jinx him.
Peabody.
Hey, you did.
Thank you. I'll take credit for that one.
We'll give that one to Mr. Masuda.
Peabody's second free throw on the way, and that one he hit. 11 points in the game for Ethan Peabody. 2:05, 13-point lead for the Mavericks. 51. Three-pointer on the way by Blaine Kogert. That's no good. That was an air ball. Bennett with the rebound. And Kogert had a great first half, but he's done nothing here in the second. Brandon Williams with a steal. He's fouled right away by John Bennett. That prevented a breakaway layup by Munoz, but it's going to send Brandon Williams to the line for 2 shots.
Foul on Johnny Bennett, his third.
Well, never say never, but we got a lot of points to make up.
64-51 is the score. Minute 49 to go in this ball game. Brandon Williams at the line for 2 shots. Both teams are in a double bonus. First one by Brandon is good. He's got 10 points in this ball game now.
You know, he's come a long way this year, and when he feels comfortable, Omar, he is a whale of a ball player.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Second one from Brandon Williams is good. He's got 11 now. 64-53, 11-point deficit for the Broncos. Mavericks work the ball to John Bennett. He doesn't break the timeline. Instead gets the ball to Bryce Burgess. Burgess gets fouled by Fogarty. Fourth foul on Fogarty. Send Burgess to the line for 2 shots.
Bryce Burgess at the line, shooting 2.
I think he's the guy we want to foul. Be interesting. He hasn't been to the line tonight, has he?
No, he has not.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the old linebacker can shoot a free throw.
And what a linebacker he is.
Yeah, he's a strong force on that football team.
I'm not going to miss him on the football field. He misses the first one. 1:42 to go in the ball game. 11-point lead for the Mavericks. Burgess at the line for his second. Mavericks have everybody off the line. Second free throw, no good. Munoz with the rebound, and here come the Broncos. Munoz on the curl, and he's going to take a three-pointer himself, top of the key, no good. Brandon Williams with the rebound. He's looking for help, finds Casey Smith between the circles, back to Williams. Williams has the ball stripped by Johnny Bennett. It's actually a blocked shot. They're going to call a foul on the Broncos.
You know, it was interesting there, and this is what college basketball and what television has done to the game. The kids were looking for nothing but a three.
Absolutely.
And, you know, if they'd have driven the ball to the basket hard and got fouled, they're still going to get the three, and we get a dead clock. So sometimes that three-point line against you.
Foul was on Blaine Koger, sends Kyle Fleetwood to the line. He makes the first one. He has 5 points off the bench tonight. Second one coming for Fleetwood. You know, interesting that we haven't seen Shane Wyant at all here in this fourth quarter after he scored 8 points in that third quarter to get Broncos back in the ballgame. Cesar Munoz finds Fogarty. Fogarty drives baseline. His shot up and good. First 2 points of the ballgame for Fogarty. Broncos going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here for overall. This team is really playing 5 youngsters out there, and they'll all be back next year.
Plus, we're going to add a 6'7" kid, I believe.
Really? You have no eligibility left. Koger with a steal, his three-pointer no good. Johnny Bennett with the rebound, and he's fouled on the play. Foul's going to be against Cesar Munoz. That's his fourth. Oh, Timmy Fogarty, excuse me. His fifth. 3-4, not 2-4. So Fogarty is fouled out. Second player to foul out for the Broncos. Casey Smith going to replace Fogarty. Fogarty fouls out with 2 points. And John Bennett. Imagine that. John Bennett at the free throw line. John Bennett has made 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 free throws out of 11 he's shot tonight.
He's been amazing, and I think he's got a floor general. He's done a good job.
For me, he's the player of the game. He missed one, but he's still their player of the game for me.
I think he missed one earlier, didn't he?
He did miss one in the second quarter, but since then it's been nothing but net for John Bennett. 59 seconds to go in this ball game. Bennett makes the second one. The Mavericks lead by 12. Into the front court is Casey Smith. Back out top to Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams finds Casey Smith. Blaine Koger hits the shot, and he's fouled by Derek Lord. That's third on Lord. So Koger to the line for one shot. He made the 2-pointer.
The foul was on Derek Lord.
And the score is 67-58.
Our scoreboard's completely out of now.
Koger missed another free throw. He's 0 for 4 from the line tonight. But the rebound to Casey Smith. Jesse Berry down the lane, gets hammered by Bearden, no call. Missed the shot. Rebound to Fleetwood. Here comes John Bennett with the ball. Bennett's going to be fouled.
I'm going to say the scoreboard's wrong, and if Jesse Berry hits that thing, all of a sudden it's a 7-point game.
Yep.
The line is 32.
2 shots for John Bennett.
Should be 67-58, I believe.
That's what our statistician Tommy Rayner tells us, and you know what? I believe him.
He doesn't miss very much.
As good as he is, I believe him. Bennett makes the first one, second one up and good, so he's only missed one out of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 this quarter. 7 for 8 from the line. Jesse Berry with the ball. Koger for 3, no good. Jesse Berry with the rebound. His shot, good.
Rebound by Berry.
Timeout Broncos, a full timeout. 16 seconds to go in this ball game, and the Mavericks lead by 10. There we found a mistake, so that's okay because we'll admit it normally, unless it's against someone else. But pass intended for John Bennett, knocked out of bounds by Brandon Williams. But Mavericks will retain control, and the Mavericks are going to win this ball game. 69-59 to 15.3 seconds to go. Bennett looks to turn under his own.
I'm not sure we have a player on the floor that's Ethan Peabody with the easy layup. I'm 6 foot tall right now.
I don't think we do either. Casey Smith three-pointer is good. Too little, too late. And final score, McCutcheon Mavericks 71, Jefferson Broncos 62.